Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of xGameplan. I'm your host, RJ, here with KR.
What's up? What's up?
For those of you who are our Double Thought Show subscribers, our day ones, as you guys know, we just recorded our 100 episode, which will launch in a bit. So be sure to check that one out. That's the 100 episode. That's where we on the Double Thought Show channel we talk about more general pop culture topics. Here on X Game Plan, of course, we talk about more trending sports topic. We have a very interesting one for you today. But before we proceed, remember to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And remember as well your comments. We're really interested in knowing what your comments are in the wild topics that we're going to discuss here today. Karen and myself have some, we see, sometimes we see things the same way, but I am more of I give people the benefit of the doubt. I try to understand people, and KR is like not that guy. He's not that guy at all. So, oh man.
Uh,
With that being said,
I
uh,
gave people. I gave people chances though. Can have a second chance in jail, but okay.
yeah. So yeah. With that being said, let's start the show. Yo, KR man.
Tell me.
It's been a wild week as it relates to topics in general.
Uh,
We have some very wild ones on the
some
Double
jail
Touch show.
stories coming up.
Yeah, we had some wild ones on the or we have some wild ones on the Double Touch show channel as well. But as it relates to sports, man, we want to talk about sports.
Yeah.
But before we talk about sports, sometimes the things that are happening off the court are more entertaining or more uh worthy to talk about than what's happening on the court or on the field as well. Did you see the crazy story? Well, the crazy story, crazy video in which our boy Michael Irvin.
Shout out to him. He got off. Well, he got off. It's not like he was. Oh, let me take that back.
Free Michael. It's like free Michael. But
Well,
did you see him blast his son, the rapper,
he destroyed this.
in 10 seconds? In 10 seconds,
Oh my
bro.
god!
In
In 10
10
seconds.
seconds.
Not Tarantino, man. King Tut.
Did you know of him?
Never heard of him.
Me
I
neither.
wouldn't know.
I
But
do now.
but Michael put King Tut to rest.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye career. Go work for daddy now. Or do something else. He's trying to save the guy's life.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Yes, I saw that 10 seconds, man. It's crazy. They were talking about Ja Morant, basically comparing. He basically decided to compare his son to Ja Morant, right? And where he basically says, "I have a son who is he's a rapper, Todd Tarantino." And if I listen to those, and I'm it's not quoting, just repeating. Try to repeat what he says. If I listen to his music, I can't believe what I'm hearing. He grew up in a gated community, but he's rapping like he's living my life back in the
Yeah.
day. It's crazy. People, I think, and you call it the culture. I think the culture influences people sometimes, gullible people, to do weird stuff. Where you have people who are trying to align themselves with people who are not of their class, and it seems to be part of the culture. I don't you don't see that with let's call it, for lack of a better word, you don't see that with whites and rednecks. You don't see whites that are of a certain class trying to relate to rednecks. Actually, there is a book called Blacks and Rednecks. Oh, there is a book.
Yeah, I know, I know.
So guys, go read it and see the comparison. That's why I made the comparison. You see that build up? But anyway, um, so there is there is something wrong with the culture, man. And if you're blasting your son like this, there is a reason for it. You don't do it. He's trying to steal the guy's life. We have seen, even though it's not related to sports, we've seen this happening with also other people's kids, right? Gillian Wallow, the from the podcast Gillian Wallow. I think what's the $1 million worth of game?
Yeah, yeah.
His son got
Yeah,
got
he got
deleted.
deleted. Yeah, man. That was crazy.
And guess what? That's because he's hanging out with people that could be in situations that could put him in harm's way. Because I think it was a drive by and he got hit. So maybe he's trying to save his son's life.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy if you get it was out of nowhere, right?
Yeah. The him talking about his son, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it was like it's like he had it. It was bothering him for a long time already. This it seemed like he was like, and when he was talking at the show on Undisputed, something told him he was like, I can't take it anymore. I need to say something, and he just happened to be on camera when he said it. What are you? You grew up in a gated community. Oh man,
But
but
yeah,
but it's what we always talk um, about people, just about people, uh, about people, not about people not being about that life, wanting to join that life.
yeah.
It's crazy, but I don't understand why people do it. Anyway, uh, I think we need to. I think what's very interesting about it, because I went to check it out. I didn't know about the person at all, so I went to check out. I didn't check out his music. You did. I just went to check out. Let's say I just searched, and when I saw the search, I didn't need to look at the videos. But you of course being the thorough
Investigator
investigator that you are.
and the Chucky of us too.
Yeah, so you decided to watch. So you can tell me about the music.
You want my rating.
Yeah.
I don't have that sound, but it's trash.
Yeah.
It's not that good, man. First of all, I think maybe the thing is this. It's not that good. It's nothing different than what we hear outside of, so everyone is doing the same music, making the same music. So it's not distinctive enough to start with. I mean,
Nothing.
nothing special, man. I don't know why are you rapping if you don't have anything else to bring to the game but to be a carbon copy of someone else. I don't know. Maybe he is stupid. You grew up in a. So I'm gonna say this. How the heck do you grow up in a gated community and you don't use that network to do something better than being a rapper? You might be retarded. Oh, jeez, I used that word. Oh my, I was thinking not to use that word. Hey, it came from the heart. But I was trying to avoid that word. I was thinking before the show, please don't use that word, KR. But
You had it already. You had it already as a
as a mental note, but it just goes out. But he's not mental. Come on, RJ. Let's be honest, right? You grow up in a gated community. He probably went to private school. No, I think he went. I'm pretty sure he went. If you grow up in a gated community, chances are you're going to a private school. Somehow you find yourself as an adolescent. He's probably 22, 23, 24. You're out here rapping. Instead of using the network you can actually develop during that time,
yeah.
to do something better? Why aren't you a producer? Why aren't you the record? I'm not saying you should be doing that, but why aren't you bigger than a rapper?
Yeah.
Right? You have the funds, you have the access, and your dad is well known, and now you're sitting here in the hood. And I'm gonna describe one of the clips. He's standing in the hood in a backyard. It seems like a slum, and he's out here rapping about the ops. What are we doing? What
And,
are we doing? Your dad
and I
worked
think he
that hard.
responded as well.
Your dad got probably CTE for you to, to go forward in life. And now you're going backwards where he started. What are, what are
It's
you
like
doing, dude?
people thinking that people thinking that. Let me tell you something here. There was a an unfortunate incident.
Mm,
Someone got got someone got deleted,
mm,
and this person happens to be also happened to be a rapper, not a well-known rapper, not a big rapper
mm,
like that's a mainstream rapper,
mm.
but within the circles he moved, he was
In the
very.
niche.
It was he had a niche, and yeah. So within the circle he moved, very well known. Now, the man, from what I understand, was a pretty stand-up guy. And when you look at him talk, he does seem like if it seems like a person with like a cool, a calm demeanor,
Mm,
and a lot of people liked him. This man got he got deleted by someone, and the story wasn't clear.
mm,
At first, it seemed as though the the person that deleted him, they just he was drunk
mm,
and got out of the car. There was an argument about some stupid, like very stupid thing, like
mm.
going in front of the line, yes or no, and then one of the
Because they
guy
were
that was,
standing to get food or something like that.
yeah,
Mm.
he went to the car, got blicky, got a weapon, and deleted it.
Act right.
Yeah. And so everyone was like, whoa, this guy. Remember like during Nipsey, like how people were
Mm,
like that, but like on a smaller scale, but still within the community, right?
mm.
And the store and everyone would say, you know what, this person is a good guy. He missed a lot.
He didn't do nothing.
He didn't do anything. So I didn't know him personally. Well, I knew of him, but then I
Mhm.
went to listen to his songs.
Mm,
And in his songs, he's talking about that life.
mm.
He's talking about that hard knock life. He's talking about um
The ops.
yeah, and it's like if you need to come, so even in love songs, it's like, and I love this woman, and if you come for her, then I'll squeeze the trigger. Like
Oh,
I like that.
ooh.
But in a very, like when people put it in a love song, so it's like but I do believe in, like, the energy you call, you attract. So I
Mhm.
thought to myself, well, if people know who you are, and in your songs you're talking about
I
squeezing
think you're
triggers,
strapped.
then they assume that you are. So that's what my initial thoughts were, right? So,
You're stupid.
well, that's what, yeah, because that's no, but people will actually think they'll think, oh, he's about that life, so etc. Apparently, as it seems like more and
Mm.
more information is coming out, not apparently, allegedly, because allegedly it was planned, it was staged, so they came for him.
Mm.
The reason The reason or reasons is or aren't clear, but it does. That's what people are saying.
Mm.
It's also
Is it
people
a
are.
woman?
It's also it's you either women or money. You know how things go. It's either women or money. But allegedly, another thing that plays a role, or that seems, and we need to get the confirmation, but it seems as though the dude was also strapped.
So he
The
was
victim.
right.
The victim.
Mm.
It seemed, yeah. So that's what the news is reporting.
Mm.
The news, the news has been wrong, has been known to be wrong from time to time. That's why I'm saying that's what
From
the news
time
is
to
reporting.
time.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying from time to time. But that's what it seems. So I say all that to say, when you, I mean, anything can happen to anyone,
Yeah.
and nothing gives another so doesn't give someone the right to take away another person's life. But
Yeah.
I'm saying, as we always talk about here on the double thought, the X game plan, man, on the X game plan, or at least on our shows, on the double thought show as
Yeah.
well. But what we always
Mm.
talk about, the network, yeah, what we always talk about is you're free to make the choices you want, but you're not freed from the consequences of your choices. And I believe, I don't know what the issue is, or what the issue was, whether it was staged or not, planned or not, but it does seem, even if it wasn't staged, if the person saw him, a person that went into a discussion with him, saw him and knew who he was, and thought, oh, this is someone that might be strapped, he would go and get his. And that's what happens when you attract negative energy. When I
Yeah.
saw the pictures of the of
King Tarantino.
Tarantino, I couldn't. If you had told me that he was Michael Irvin's son, I would have thought that he was someone that was abandoned by his father, not someone that grew up in a gated community, as Irvin insinuates, which is a damn shame.
You know what's funny about Tarantino
What?
is that he puts out this character, right? And then what I think you can, and maybe I'll look at this wrong, right? But you put out this character and you're acting in a sense. Why don't you try to be an actor then?
Yeah.
Why would you strive to be a
Something that
yeah?
something that people who are really about that life are trying to get away from.
That as well, but you, as an actor, people know you're acting. People
Yeah.
know that's
Well, not even. Sometimes they don't. People are stupid, as you
well,
said.
yeah, that is true. That is true. Sometimes
People,
people get everything misconstrued. But
yeah.
if you want to act, why don't you try to be an actor? You see a lot of rappers are trying to leave the acting of the tough life to become an actor.
Yeah.
Ice Cube, Tupac. Well, Tupac was never tough, but he was acting tough. Um, you have tons of
Uh,
rappers who try to transition from being an actor in the streets, a cheerleader of the streets, to
yeah.
being a actor on the screen.
Yeah.
Now you grow. I mean, I don't understand it. It's just funny to me.
Well,
You grow up in a privileged situation, and then you decide, let me turn back the clock. Let me act like an. Let me stop talking. I'm gonna give you the floor, man. Before I go out again.
you, you already had one. You already
I'm trying to hit the jackpot now. Three more.
the trifecta. The no, man, but it's, yeah, it's It's a shame, and I can imagine as well as a father. I'm not a father. You aren't either, but I can imagine that as a father,
Well, I'm a father of a lot of kids, but I'm not biological father. People copy me all the time. But okay,
or
saving their career.
you're not their father. They're your son. They're your
Okay,
sons.
that is true. That is true.
Yeah,
Maybe that's a different way to look at it. Yeah.
yeah. No, but
What
because people
about
might
the
think you're a
mother?
bum, man. I mean, you're already saying that you're inverse balling from your mama's basement. So people would actually think that you have kids and aren't. And no, but it would seem to me as a father as well. You I would feel like a failure. And of course, we know that people like that, athletes, especially in their primes, they're traveling a lot. They're a lot of times away from home, so really dependent on the mother to raise the kids. And KR, I don't know about Michael. Do you know how many kids Michael has,
No
or
idea. I can look it up real quick.
yeah? But you know what the thing is as well, KR. If the mother, if you're someone that travels a lot, it only makes it more important for you to have someone that, or at least to have children with women that are sane and stable and that are able to give your children a good upbringing, because you're not home as much. The thing is, that's not that much, but the thing is, it's not Dwight Howard numbers. We'll talk about that in a bit.
I'll later.
Because Dwight Howard thought, you know what, Um, I don't want
Don't
more.
go
I,
there. Don't go there. Let's not go there. I'm not trying to kick because I know maybe I think
you don't
worse
know.
than you.
You don't.
Maybe
You think you're thinking worse. You're thinking worse.
okay, okay.
I'm saying, I'm saying.
I was thinking of. We'll talk about that later.
Let me just say this. Let me proceed. I'm probably. Dwight Howard was saying. Uh, no, I'm gonna save it for later.
Save it for his part. Oh no, but poor kid. So he's not.
Oh, yeah, and that just to finish my thought, KR. The thing about athletes is a lot of times, because they're traveling a lot, they have holes in different area codes. What are the chances that they are? I mean, they're not looking for wife material. They're looking for night material, and night material. I mean, a night material can always evolve, grow, and become stable. But the chances of that happening
Slim to none.
are slim to none. Are slim to Brittany Renner. So it's like, what is it that you that you would want? So this is what happens if the child has a mother that likes to stand on bars and shake her booty. I'm not saying that's what Todd Tarantino's mom did, but I think you understand what
You're
I'm saying.
setting yourself up, and then you're trying to wiggle out. What are you doing?
No,
You set yourself up, and then you try to wiggle out.
no.
No, but I understand what you're saying, and at the end of the day, how just take a look at how many of these well-known, and I think it's very interesting to see the influence the culture has on kids from a, and I'm gonna say it, the black celebrities.
Yeah.
A lot of times, how many of them really become upstanding? They try to portray something that they're not. Ti's kid trying to be a thug. How many of these kids actually? Just take a look at how many of these kids are going the wrong direction. One of the few ones. And what else can you expect?
I think that
Denzel Washington's kid. Look at how he's doing now.
yeah, but it's
But
I,
it's also Denzel. So you gotta makes you think, right?
yeah, but Denzel is Denzel. It's
Yeah.
not someone that I mean, it's not. It's doesn't. I don't think he's someone that parties a lot. He looks like a family man.
Yeah.
Every time you see him, he's with his wife, the same wife. It does radiate stability
Yeah.
and family centric
And wisdom.
and wisdom. So I would think I'm not surprised. I think they have a daughter as well who's also
Yeah.
in that
Most likely.
in that business. I'm not sure what her name is, but the point is this: it's a different kind of uh
They have two daughters, two sons.
two sons. But so what I want to say, so what I'm saying is that it's a different kind of upbringing. Ti is comes from a different background, or at least is a different kind of person, and Ti has grown a lot, and you can see his evolvement. But I can also imagine that as you are evolving as a parent, your kids maybe experienced a different part of your life where you weren't as involved, and might resonate to them more. I don't understand why people do it, but I think that at some point people do it because it's cool. It's peer pressure, or it is being cool. And the thing is, they know you're fake. As soon as you tell them who your dad is,
It's like usually what you get is when the kingpin's son tries to take over, right? No one respects you
yeah,
because you grew up privileged. You haven't gone to the hard part of life. So you're now suddenly you're the general, but you have no stripes. You have no and why would you want to get stripes to start with? Why would you want to go that low, try to get stripes to to go to the same place you already started?
from people who would never accept you,
They would
really
never,
accept you.
they would never expect you. They will not never respect you. They think you already born privileged, so they will never respect you.
Yeah.
Why would you want?
Why would you want their approval? Yesterday, KR, I was at, I was pumping my gas. So at least I was at the gas station. You're watching.
Is that a transition to height?
You're, yo, yo.
No, I guess not. I guess not. Okay, continue.
Actually, it's a good. The analogy is a good transition. But just to give you an example, when I was at the gas station and I parked my car, went out to pay. Someone else who finished pumping his gas, he came back to the counter to get the difference. And there were like two spots, and this guy was at the back spot because he's already done, and the person in front of him went already. So went out just to pay. Now, the proper thing to do was to move the car somewhere, of course, and then go get the money, because it's like the, I mean, you don't need to be there because you're standing in the way of other people um, getting gas. So okay, cool. A car came, parked behind, or at least parked behind him. Dude with elbow out the window. You already know what time it is. Dude stuck out his head. Yo, whose man's car is this? Whose car is this? Tell him to move it. When I saw that, the dude turned around. This is what I this so this is survival mode care. I looked at that person, the person that was yelling. I was like, he's got nothing to lose. Let me look at this other guy.
You
Because
got
if he doesn't have anything to lose,
I might have to move my car.
I'm moving. I'm moving my car. I'm telling you, yo, Parky, come here. Because I'm, I'm not gonna lose my life for that, man. So when
Yeah,
I
in
saw
my
the guy,
place.
when I saw the guy, that was standing in front of me. He was like, you could see that someone that was about to go to a party,
Mm.
fresh dressed. Um,
Oh my god.
yeah, he was
It's
fresh
like
dressed.
a
He,
party of a funeral. I don't
you
know.
could, no, it was at night. It was like 12 o'clock or something. So,
Well, his own funeral. That's what.
that's what yeah. So you could smell the cologne. So I was like, yeah, this guy is going somewhere. No, I'm good. I told him, yeah. He turned it out like, what's the
Yeah.
commotion about? He said that they want you to move his car. They want you to move your car. He said, yeah, yeah. So I'll move my car. A guy from their car stepped out to ask whose car it was. So he was like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna move it. He didn't say, so that's me. What I would have said, yeah, I'm just here to do this, to do. No, because I'm not about that life. I'm just about walking away. But he understand how to talk. He said, yeah, I'm gonna move my car. And then the person in the car probably thought, yeah, you better. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna move it. I'm just not gonna tell you what I did because it doesn't make. I'm gonna waste my time, energy, and oxygen on you. So, but that's when you. That's what I mean with energy. If you are continuously in the gangster energy, and you would
People
take
uh,
it personally, and then.
just think about this, right?
And
People
I was
always
thinking
talk
as
about.
well, KR, these people are idiots enough that they would start shooting at a gas
They
station.
are. They are. They are. You gotta protect yourself at all times, man.
And so here I was when I was leaving the gas station. I was like, if they had if a shootout had broken out, how far should I have ran just for the next time,
Oh, fuck.
just to know.
Find a thickest wall to stand behind. That's what you or stand by someone else.
send
No.
send me a big pun.
Where's Caesar? Where's Caesar when you need him?
Now you were saying.
No, but the thing is this, right? And then we can then transition to another topic. But we're talking about gangsters, right? If you think about a gangster, people always affiliate being a gangster king, a gangster to being alpha, aggressive. But I do believe it's the usually the opposites, right? Because a gangster, what does a gangster always do? According to the what we see in the culture, as a gangster, you should always react emotional.
That's true.
You always try to make your point, convincing people you're the alpha.
Yeah.
And third of all, always escalate at the wrong moment without even thinking ahead.
Yeah.
That sounds to me like toxicity of
Yeah.
a different gender. But okay, let's continue.
Yeah, it's no,
No,
it's
but
it's
it's the opposite. Like you're not usually they people affiliate gangsters. Of course, it's a joke, but they affiliate it to alphas, but they are actually the opposite. I do believe it's the opposite.
I do believe that as well because it's someone that doesn't have control over their emotions, someone that yeah, is emotional, is someone that, well, thing
Never
is,
thinks ahead.
if you and let's look at the word gangster, because when you think about gangsters actually, we need to think about, let's say, the mafia, right? The Italian mafia, the Italian mob. Now, that being said, before I proceed, the disclaimer is that we have romanticized what the mafia was, because at the end of the day, they were also like, they
What
weren't,
bitches?
the bunch of snitches.
Unless there's something
However,
urgent.
if you look at, for example, a guy like Michael Francis, if you look at like the bosses, right?
Bosses are not
The
usually.
bosses are those that are considered the gangsters. Well, all of them, it's a whole organization.
Mhm.
But look at the bosses wearing suits, putting their child to private school, can speak
Oh.
very well,
Mm.
or can contain their emotions. And there was a very interesting interview I saw about so with Michael Francis, and he was talking about someone that started lying, and the guy was of a higher rank,
Mm.
and he said, "No, it didn't happen like that. What happened is this." And the person, and it was someone from the other family or something, and he said, "So are you telling me I'm lying?" And he's saying, "Yeah, at that point in time, you if you say yes, you're gone. If you say no, you admit." So they had to learn how to speak. No, I'm not saying you're lying. All I'm saying is that it happened like this. So it requires a level of intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
a level of calmness to think situations through. When we're talking about, and of course, that same person can go around and say, hey, delete that person, but it would be from a logical, more calm way of thinking. At the end of the reign, when was it Giuliani
Mm-hmm.
that
He
Rudy
wrapped
Jr.
them all up.
What did you say?
He wrapped them all up.
Yeah, when
The
Giuliani,
Ricos.
yeah, he started taking down the families one member at a time. Then we saw, and it was only then we saw for a relatively short period of time a lot of disorganized actions, a lot of shootouts, drive-bys, more than usual, because in when there was stability, everyone understood that if I take out someone, it's war.
Mm-hmm.
And the war did break out when the empire started falling down. If we take a look at the black community, it's the reverse. It seems like there's never the calmness, let's say the organized. It's always trembling down. It's not even building to something. And it's because these people, the so-called gangsters, don't understand, in my opinion, or at least there are those that do, that are smart enough, but some of them don't understand that the real gangsters are the ones still that are walking in suits, still that have people in private schools who might not even be of your color or of your ethnicity,
One thing,
while you are the cannon fodder.
one thing you also see a lot of times is people grow up in a particular family setting. That's all I'll say. That when you
You
get
had to go back to that.
when you when you learn
You had to go back.
their way of dealing with emotions, you don't see the other way of dealing with it. You grow up like that. Another
No, but
thing I'll say,
you can see the other way of dealing with it,
because you never
even
saw it.
because you never, no, not even because you never saw it. Why did you never see it? Because your father was also like that, which is why he was in jail, which is why he wasn't in the house to teach you how to do it differently. So
And it's
even if he
generational.
was in the house,
Another thing, and then we need to close this one because otherwise we can talk a whole show about gangsters when we actually are talking about game plan. Last but not least, one difference with the mafia gangsters and the, let's call it, the hood gangsters.
yeah,
In the mafia, the worker is expected to bring money to the boss. You feed yourself. The boss doesn't give you a chain and doesn't give you work to work. It's the other way around. In the hood, it's the other way around. People expect the boss to take care of everyone beneath them.
That's true.
Think about it. You're
I
not
mean,
gangster. You're just a
and
cheap
if and
worker.
then, and if he's not, he got to go.
It- That's what the mafia. That's how the mafia works.
Yeah,
Feed yourself first and give me part of the proceeds or whatever profits you got out of it. It's the
yeah,
other way around. The boss in the gangster culture of let's call it blacks.
yeah,
Do I have another word for the? It's the other way. The boss has to set up the empire, and now other people come to leech of the empire. But yeah, let's talk about back to sports. What are you laughing at? What's up?
no, I mean the point you made is just how you made it. You're true. It's you're right.
I'm harsh.
But let's talk about, because
Let's talk
we
about
harshness.
yes.
Let's talk about pumping. Shout out to Dwight Howard. That story was crazy. Yo, KR.
Tell me.
So Dwight has been known. So he had up to like 5 6 years ago. He had like 8 kids spread out, a lot of baby mamas,
Mm.
and he's always like a jolly guy, happy guy, etc. etc. He was balling when he was playing with the Magic. Then he went to the Lakers, joined with Kobe, and after a season, I believe he was gone because he didn't perform the way they expected him to perform. And mind you, Dwight Howard is a dominant player, as at least on the defensive end. Now he's been playing abroad for a while, and he was playing well in Asia. Is I don't know if it's China. I think it's China, but making jokes. Dwight being Dwight, right? Now, a couple of at least a short while ago, it was revealed that Dwight was texting
Male companion.
a male turned female companion, and he told him
It's not on
allegedly,
purpose.
and he told him, uh, "Listen, I'm not gay or anything. Just so you know." The person was like, "No, it's okay. I mean, I've transitioned to to look like a woman." And Dwight was like, "Yeah, I'm not gay, so I don't want you to get that idea. But can you show me what you're working with?" So
Did he really do that?
there are text
Was, was,
messages.
was he referring to the tool?
He was referring to the tool,
Oh my god. Okay.
and that was read on. I saw that.
NBA.
I
Dwight.
saw.
NBA's. Dwight.
I
Come
saw.
on, man.
I saw that on. It is what it is. They read the text, but let's go to the next one. Just recently, Dwight has been accused of forcing someone, another man, to join a, well, it's not a train because there's no woman involved, to join him and
Well,
another.
well, train doesn't anyway. A train can be of any kind.
Yeah, well, it's a
I
train.
guess. I
I
don't
guess.
know, but a train is
But
just
yeah,
a train, right?
so there was another man involved, and apparently, what happened was Dwight was. I don't know if you heard the story, but the guy that came. So there was a guy that was invited. Apparently, they've been talking. Dwight and him was talking for a while, and he was invited to go to Dwight to meet up with him. And when he got there, apparently when his words were, he opened up, he saw Dwight, started talking to Dwight, and out of nowhere, a person showed up, another man with a wig on, dressed like a woman. So he said dressed like a woman or with a wig on. So it doesn't it didn't. I don't know. I don't think it was a transgender. But whatever the case is, the man is now accusing Dwight Howard of forcing him to join their party, to partake in the train. Let's call it a train. I don't know what the word is for that. But and Dwight was forced to come out, and he had to tell the story of what happened because he was forced to defend himself. And so
You have no choice.
he had no choice. And so now people are saying maybe this is the reason why he's not playing in the NBA. Because people were uncomfortable with him in the locker room. And there have been some crazy videos of him, KR, putting his jokingly placing his hands on
Oh,
other
I saw
teammates'
that one.
crotches.
While he was going to sit down, right?
Yeah, on other people's crotches.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
I mean, that's not respecting someone's boundaries, I would say.
that's being very aggressive. Maybe he was aggressive in the locker room, and that's why, yeah, like you said, people in the NBA were not. I mean, you can do whatever you'd want to do off the field, right? It's your choice. But if you're very aggressive towards other teammates, they might not that are not of that life. They might find it very awkward and not very respectful towards others.
Yeah.
Maybe he stares people down while they are showering.
Yeah. Yo. No.
I want to show you something. I want to show you something because I think we should have known this already. We should have known this a long time. We shouldn't have waited for him to get accused of this horrible thing. This is from the website foxsports.com. You see, this is the injury list.
Can you
Let me zoom in a little bit more. Give me a second. You see his face, right? You can see
a
right
bit more.
now. Let me zoom in a little bit more.
Uh a bit more, just a bit more. Yeah.
So these are the dates of his injuries. So this is not the worst one. The worst one is at the bottom. Oh. So I'm gonna scroll through the injuries he's had throughout the years. 2022, 2 times back. 2022, knee, 3 times knee. 2021, health and safety protocols. I
Okay,
think
yeah.
it's probably
That was the
it's
Uncle
the
Vin.
yeah.
Yeah.
2021, neck.
Yo, yeah.
2021, knee. 2020, right knee. 2020, right knee.
Oh my god.
Put the drum roll. Put the drum roll. Where's the drum roll?
You have the drum roll. I have the drum roll.
Let me put the drum roll. We continue.
Yeah.
2020, knee. 2020, illness.
Yeah. Okay.
2018, back. You're getting closer. You're getting closer. 2018, gluteal soreness. Gluteal soreness from the glutes. 2017, dislocated finger, probably during the game. But how the heck do you get gluteal soreness?
Yeah, you can get that just by playing. Yeah, yeah. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Let's
What
continue.
did you say?
Let's.
What did you say? What kind of games is NBA playing then?
No, man. Come on.
No, I'm
You're.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But the soreness can also be from something
Oh
else.
my God. Yeah.
What Dwight and Dwight is out here right now. I saw the stories, man. Dwight is out here now claiming
The,
that people are
hey, but
trying to.
let's not let the finger just pass like that either. I think that the the thing is that
Oh, what squeeze?
once you the thing is it's like context, right? Someone could have I mean this is like common injury for NBA
Yeah, yeah,
players.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Knees, common injuries because you're jumping a lot. Back, it's like common injuries. Fingers, common injury. But if you
You,
put it in this context,
you can twist it how you want. You can make it as this thing is always on his knees. I said, ninja.
I never.
You heard it right, ninja. This ninja's on his knees all the time.
Oh man.
No, but I was just kidding, of course. These are all injuries. I don't know where these injuries come from. It doesn't say anything, but I thought it was a
Yeah,
funny thing
but
to
you
show.
know what, Kier? Yeah, but you know what, Kier? This is something that's very important to know as well. You can you see this, you've seen this with a lot of people, all the people who have all these athletes, but you can also non-athletes as well. But you see a lot of athletes. When you get money, you need to be very wise with the money. I
Mhm.
like guys like that are like financially wise. Ochocinco might be my favorite one, although it's a bit extreme, but it might be my favorite
I'm
one.
more of I'm really a Ocho Cinco guy in real life. I think
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You also have DK Metcalf. I heard him
Oh,
say,
really?
I heard him talk on the Club Shay Shay podcast about him, how he, let's say, moves with money. He's very wise. I think you see it more and more, right? People who are more financially literate, more conscious, want to do the right thing,
I
etc.,
see
etc.
both, right?
What did you
I
say?
see both. You see more people that are
No, no,
financially, but
yeah.
the same people turn around and give their money to Penguin. If you don't know the reference, go watch
Episode 100,
one episode 100 of the Double Thought Show.
Double
Then you
Thought
know who
Show.
Penguin is.
Yeah, yeah, Double Thought Show. Yeah. So, but the what you see is that you can't, and Dave Ramsey always says this: you can't outrun or outwork stupid.
That is true.
So if you go around Dwight Howard spending money, making babies everywhere, and not take, just keep living the bachelor's life, having fun and those type of things. Listen, what you do behind closed doors
That's
is
what
your
you.
business.
Yeah.
But what you see is, and you see it every time, people who have something to lose and leeches who want to leech, they will look for an opening and you're easy. It's like Brittany Renner said. Brittany Renner said, NBA players are the stupidest ones. And I'm a basketball guy, not an NBA player, of course. I'm way too short. I'm way too injury prone. But that's something I have to say for my therapist. What I would say is this. It's 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 so it's unfortunate that someone as talented as Dwight Howard. I believe that if he had taken NBA more seriously, if he had taken his job at the Lakers more seriously, you could have been a lot more. But you see, people, they just for them it's just for the lifestyle. But I hope that he has some investments because that money is going to dry up real soon, especially if there's a court case coming up and he would need to defend himself. He would need to pay lawyers for something that purely based on the nature of the case it's alone, it can limit him from having future gigs, future jobs. He's already old, or for NBA standards, of course, for sports standards. But it would be a real shame, And there you see time and time again, you can't outrun stupid. You can't outwork stupid. It's a shame, and I hope for his sake. I mean, and as I always say, if he did something wrong, then he should be punished. If he didn't, then he shouldn't. But let's hope. Let's see how this will develop, and yeah,
The
hope.
interesting thing I think about this case is it's a criminal case.
Yeah,
It's not what we usually see.
a civil case for a
Civil.
money grab.
Yeah. So I think the
The prosecutor might have.
person is trying to make a point that it wasn't. This is not about the money grab. He got set up in a sense, and I would guess probably the victim is quite a smaller guy, and that, let's call it Kitty, because that's the name of the guy with a wig, according to the papers. Kitty was also a probably a big guy. So then the guy was like, before I get beat up over here, let me try to work my way out of this situation.
Yeah,
It's crazy though. If you think about it, I totally agree with you on that. Is that people make choices, and these choices will always haunt you.
yeah,
Just be yourself. I don't care if the guy, if this is your life, that's your life. Don't try to hide or try to play something you're not, do something you're not, and then you find yourself trying to you set yourself up for failure. Like things like NDAs, these things are made for this stuff. If you're living, you're truthful of who you are, and people probably will accept you, or they will clown you at first. But if you're bawling, guess who they will clown? People are really like this, right? If he's really bawling and he's living this life on the open, guess who they will clown? The one he's dunking on. That's how people are. Literally, they will say this and this so got dunked on by Dwight Howard. This is how clownish people are. Not saying I agree with them, but this is how people think.
yeah,
Now people are clowning you because you weren't being your truthful self. It's a shame. It's a shame. And first of all, you maybe people should learn of this. Not I'm not saying people of the same um, uh, um, vices, because I think vices are usually used against athletes.
yeah,
These vices, whether it's women or men in this case, you will get caught up, and I think that's what Bretton Reiner was trying to refer to. Your vices will be used against you by whoever, and maybe NBA players are the dumbest in actually controlling their vices,
maybe.
maybe. But at the end of the day, whatever your and I think we've talked about this on Double Thought Show a lot, is that you have to protect yourself, because you're involving yourself with people who have nothing to lose, and you have something to lose: your reputation, your job. And don't put yourself in a situation where you can get caught up later on. In this case, he surprised the guy somehow with a different person being involved. It can happen as well with people who are trying to court a woman or trying to have a relationship for the night with a woman. You somehow out of not nowhere, a teammate pops out of the closet,
Yeah,
and there you are. She's standing there with two guys, bucket naked, and she has to decide whether she wants to go there or not. And then she goes there, then she regrets it, and then she's calling for the R word.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
let me put it like this.
this is how these things work out. And there are a couple of guys that got caught up in college because of this.
I remember. I remember.
Stupid.
Yeah,
But protect yourself.
yeah. Protect yourself, and I think sometimes care you need to be. I think some people just need to say. Some people, we like to think that marriage and relationship is the end goal, but it's not for everyone. Depending, I mean, when I put it like this, it can get very tricky very fast. If you have a lot to lose, then people will try to take it from you. If you have a lot, people will try to take it from you. It's just like sea. It's just like hot and cold air. It just moves, right? Where it's too hot, you cold air will flow, and if it's where it's too cold air will warm air will flow. So it's like it's a dance, and if you have a lot, people will try to take a lot from you. Sometimes as well, when you have power and all those things, you start believing that everything is yours as well because you can get anything you want. And that's why in some cases, some people will automatically assume that he's guilty without really going to trial. But let's see. In any case, we will keep an eye on the story. If there's something interesting, we'll definitely talk about it. Dwight is a wild one for this. Um, whether
Well,
whether
denying to actually getting caught up in a forceful situation. God,
whether or not, yeah, he's a wild one.
this is
But
crazy.
yeah, let's see. I hope that at the end of the day, justice gets served. And yes, relates to sports. I don't think Dwight we won't see Dwight in the NBA for the time being.
Well,
So
we don't see him with. Is there another basketball player locked up right now? You know the meme, right, where you have Kobe and Shaq playing basketball to each other, laying layups, etc. And then they're basically the meme is these guys are locked up and they're gonna dominate the yard.
no, no, no,
You know that? Anyway, I guess I'm the only
no. I
degenerate.
mean, yeah, I don't know it, but I don't know someone else either that is willing to
Okay, I guess
get
he's
locked
gonna
up.
play football then with
Locked
Henry
up with
Henry
Dwight.
Ross.
Want to get locked up with Dwight. So, but in any case, guys, let us know your thoughts on this topic. Whether you agree with our takes or not. Maybe you have something else to say. And some information we missed, please let us know in the comment section below. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Share the video with your friends, your family, and your enemies. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe to the channel. It's very important that you do so. We need you to subscribe to the channel because that's how you make the channel grow. And remember to check us out for non-sports related trending topics, more specifically pop culture trending topics. Check us out on Double Dot Show. That's our another channel. You can put it in the you can search it on the channels tab. There you'll see the here on our YouTube page, the YouTube page of xGameplan. Check that out, or you can just enter Double Dot Show in the search engine of YouTube. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see each other in the next one. Until next time, peace.
Peace. Damn it, this is crazy.